Bonjour à toutes et à tous, et bienvenue dans mon live. Je suis Teddy, et aujourd'hui, on va jouer à... comment ça s'appelle encore comment ça s'appelle ah oui, Game of Thrones, Telltale. Game Series. Alors ça fait un petit moment que je voulais le faire. J'ai jamais pris le moment, il y a eu d'autres jeux qui sont sortis qui m'intéressaient plus. Mais aujourd'hui, c'est différent. On est parti. Oh. Ah bah ça c'est moi qui parle. Alors, juste faire les trucs habituels. Alors, hop. Ça. Hop. Hop là, c'est enregistré. Et la miniature. Et après, on pourra commencer le jeu. Donc pour pas tout dire, disons que j'ai déjà fait l'épisode 1 une fois. Alors, du coup je connais déjà la fin de l'épisode. Salut Kalinos. Bienvenue dans mon live. Amuse-toi bien, mets-toi bien. Hop. Et hop. Et on est parti. Tout est bon. Génial. Je vais mettre ça ici, plutôt. Histoire d'être à l'aise. Voilà. Ça devrait le faire. Et ben, on est parti pour 5 ou 6 épisodes. Je sais pas combien de temps ça va durer. Mais NORD n'oubliera jamais. On va s'amuser. Pour un jeu narratif. Ben on verra de comment se passe le jeu. Si j'ai le temps. Si j'ai le temps, je ferai le deuxième, oui. Si j'ai pas le temps, bah une autre fois. J'avais pas commencé au 2. Forestiers ont été dépannerés loyaux de la maison Stark pendant des milliers d'années. Ils abattent les rares, férugiers dans les coins les plus reculés et bois de loup. À présent, le Nord est déchiré vers la guerre et les maisons rivales cherchent à s'approprier les férugiers des forestiers. L'avenir de la maison forestier est en jeu.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Ok. Bon, c'est la fête. On va prendre l'épée, c'est saisir du
Make sure
glaive.
it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain.
Ouah, regarde-moi, ça comme elle est toute propre maintenant.
Now that is a proper sword.
J'ai fait ça toute ma vie.
one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest.
Ouais, fais pas le connard.
Oh, don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
Ah bah voilà.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really?
Alors qu'est-ce qui s'est vraiment passé alors?
Caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. He's Grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
Thanks.
C'est vrai.
You're welcome.
Ah là là.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt.
Salut
I've
Joël.
never seen a
Bienvenue dans le
field
live.
plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
On va faire la fête. Même moi j'ai le droit de boire, je suis l'écuyer.
The king in the north! The king in the north!
Ouais, King of the
March
North.
on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
Ouais, ça de garde.
Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
Le Nord se souvient.
Members! Aye!
Yeah.
Garrett,
Salut monsieur PPV, bienvenue dans le live.
Yes, my lord.
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What
Qu'est-ce
do
que
you
vous
mean?
voulez dire?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You serve me well.
Let
Je
me
veux
fight
combattre.
with you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man
Ah.
will question that. There were
Ah.
those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank
Je
you,
ne
my
le
lord.
sauverai pas.
I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Exactement.
Yes, my lord.
Un nouveau jeu.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
À vrai dire, c'est pas vraiment un nouveau jeu, je l'avais depuis Noël, je crois. Donc ça va, ça fait un petit moment.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
D'accord, mais à charge de revanche.
You owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
C'est mon supérieur apparemment. On y croirait presque.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You
Ça pourrait
better
être
watch
pire.
your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What
worse.
the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norrin.
La mort?
See, that's
Je suis
where
pas
you're
sûr.
lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms.
Ouais, c'est un peu ça, je suis un peu la boniche.
But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Tout est bon dans le cochon.
Ah, pig farmers.
Pas
All
mal.
I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
Give it
J'y
time.
arriveras.
You'll get there.
Not easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Ah. Donc vu que ça a beaucoup parlé, on risque de pas beaucoup m'entendre.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Cours. Comme tu n'as jamais couru.
What's run into you? You're acting rather odd.
On a assez de vin.
Wine.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Cours, connard.
But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? There's no need to fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Ça sent la merde exactement, ouais. Ah ah.
We need to get back to camp.
C'est gore, on aime. Esquive. Hop là, une autre esquive. Et là, Roderick.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Oh, quel style. Quelle grâce. Là. Voilà, ça c'est fait.
Ready, boys! Whoa!
Chargez!
Shoot that one!
Ça c'est du bouclier utile. Du bon bois. Voilà. Merci.
Look out!
Wouhou! Petite roulade. On glisse. Mon arme est un bouclier, attention! Allez, on spam la touche. Voilà. Hop là. Hop là, esquive. Double esquive. Allez, coup de pied. Ah, on fait une prise de catch. Ah, je spam comme j'allais. Ah. Hop là. Hop. Non, je suis mort, je crois. Oups. Valère Morguis. Oups, je crois que je suis mort. Je reprends où? Ah, je reprends là. Ok. Hop là. Alors fallait juste faire comme ça quoi. Allez dégage. Voilà. Piétiner. C'est la vraie vérité véritable quoi. Ah. Dans le mollet.
Good fucking riddance.
Bon bah, Roderick est décédé. Bowen vient de tuer un mec. Il est mort.
Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Tué par des cheveux au pire des morts. Je pense qu'il y a pire comme mort.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Moi je suis chaud moi. On va taper du frais. Ah ok d'accord. Ouais, Lord Forestier. Ah d'accord.
You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
You
Vous êtes
wounded,
blessé.
my lord.
I've suffered worse.
Well, the phrase says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Ok, merci.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Ouais, je crois bien.
You have to go.
You're welcome.
Je vous abandonnerai pas.
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By
I...
the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You
Ça
must
marche.
swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Voilà, j'ai donné ma parole.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Putain, il attrape un manuel à l'épée. Je l'aimais bien moi. Il avait l'air tellement épique ce mec. C'est l'heure de la pause de boisson. Oh le générique de Game of Thrones. Ah, allez on danse. Ah ça fait... Oh là là moi je jouis des oreilles les gars. Fouh. Je sais pas combien d'argent ils ont mis pour avoir la licence mais putain. Ça fait du bien. Ça fait plaisir en tout cas d'avoir un jeu Game of Thrones. Même si c'est un jeu narratif, hein. Moi j'adore aussi les jeux narratifs. Se laisser porter par l'histoire, ça me fait plaisir. Parce que Mass Effect aurait dû faire. Le petit taquet dans le dos là. Ah, donc on a réussi à fuir. Ah, tout est bon dans le cochon comme qui disait. Petit clin d'œil. Alors, ouais, et on peut marcher. J'ai une épée dans mon inventaire. Le petit cochon. Du sang.
Lord.
Elle est vierge. Quoi? Ah, ça vient probablement du cochon. Un cochon mort. Et des nuages de feu. On peut pas courir? Non, peut-être. Aucun rapport en effet. Non, on peut pas courir, il marche tranquille. Ah si, on peut accélérer le pas comme ça. D'accord. Le chariot. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de bien dans ce chariot? Rip in peace le port. On fera du bon jambon, on s'en fout.
That's father's car.
La charrette de mon père. Ah ouais, mais c'est son père quoi.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Sérieux? Coucou.
Come along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former stock bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard?
Vous allez se prendre
The
tellement
Starks
cher les
are
mecs.
dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a
peux dire rien.
deserter.
Ah, Thug Life, exactement. Je dirais pas un mot, les gars. Le seul mot que je prononcerais, c'est le bruit de mon épée que je sors du fourreau. Ah, voilà, c'est ça que je veux.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You
Boy.
can barely pick it up.
Get off my
My
land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Ah, je sais pas rien, je suis pas con, hein.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Ah. Viens la chercher.
Bastard.
Busted. Ah, ah, ok, je suis pas très doué. Ah, ok, d'accord. Oh, ok. Ok, je suis un écuyer, ne l'oublions pas.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Mais je sais pas, peut-être pas me battre à l'épée, mais avec la fourche. Ou la hache.
Really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
La fourche. C'est une bonne distance. Et ça bloque. Et bam, dans la gorge. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? Moi je suis fermier de père en fils. Allez, esquive. Hop là. Et la charge. Et l'épée c'est à moi, ok? Ah, ah non. Salut Nico, c'est jamais. La fourche c'était le bon choix. Tue-le.
Please, I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Non.
No, please.
Ah, fais du bien.
I will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Ah, ça fait du bien. Bah voilà, pour un petit écu, je m'en sors bien.
Garrett, you survived.
Surprenant, même moi je suis surpris. Hein.
Your sister,
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a, ma soeur?
she hid.
Elle est où?
I tried to stop them.
Oh, papa il est mort. Pourquoi? Ils vont payer pour ça, je vais tous les tuer un par un.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Voilà, c'est ça. J'ai le Death Note juste à côté de moi, là. On va mettre un petit nom. C'est des beaux dessins. J'aime beaucoup. Ça se voit que c'est un dessin, mais Ça va bien avec le jeu.
It's Garrett!
Garrett est rentré.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Je suis en forme, vous inquiétez pas.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Comme on dit, je vous chercherai, je vous trouverai et je vous tuerai.
Two
Tout à
Whitehill
fait.
soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what?
Des cochons,
My sister,
du bon cochon.
she was only 8 years old.
Ah ouais, quand même, elle a que 8 ans, c'est tendu.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
C'est gentil. Attends, une scène bien gore, les gars. La médecine
Deep.
médiévale.
I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
Je leur ferai sans hésiter.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the
bon
wound open
bacon.
for me, would you?
Oh. Pourquoi je dois subir ça? Fermez les yeux si vous êtes comme moi. C'est crade. Et le pire c'est ça. Oh. Oh.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal.
C'est dégueulasse.
Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Notre maison ne tombera jamais.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
Bon appétit, exactement.
Right. This might hurt a bit.
Ah bon? Il y a des vers qui gigotent dans ma jambe.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
C'est pas ce qui s'est passé, ok?
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Ça va?
Go on. Don't stop now. It's
J'ai rien.
better to let the blood circulate.
Ça, je remonte le combat et t'as peur d'Astico qui te nettoie la plaie. Il y a pire comme truc gore. Ouais, mais c'est des crades quand même. Regarde, même je cours, je marche vite, t'as vu ça? La hache de la famille Forestier. Il y a une hache comme ça, je sais pas pourquoi elle est là. Il boite un petit peu quoi. Mais c'est crade quand même. Hein. Le siège du Lord. Le Lord. Ok. J'ai juste vu le, le siège quoi.
The Ironwood Grove.
Ok. La tapisserie. Alors. Roderick, celui qu'on a vu se faire tuer.
He was our best warrior by far.
Lord Forestier, celui qui s'est fait
Lord
tuer.
Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Lui c'est Asher,
Asher.
avec une grosse
Exiled
hache.
to Essos, unfortunately.
Ah ouais, carrément. Du coup il s'est fait exiler.
Talia
Talia
and
et
Ethan.
Ethan.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Rion.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Mira c'est qui?
Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Tu as l'épisode avec la Targaryen. Oh l'orgasme. Ouais, bah il y a tous les épisodes maintenant donc
Lady
donc
Forrester.
du coup c'est mieux de les faire tous d'un coup
He's
plutôt
always been
que
kind
d'attendre
to
des
me.
mois que ça sorte
Treated
quoi,
me like I was a Forrester myself.
vu qu'il est sorti. Et ici c'est une tapisserie du coup, parce que ça s'appelle la tapisserie quoi.
You seem to be favoring it.
C'est
Always
ça comment
sad
je
to
suis
see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tingrin. Look, I'll show you.
Alors, regardons les provisions médicales. Alors on a des herbes médicinales qu'on va ramasser. Hein. Si jamais ça peut être utile. Hein.
This might help.
Les bandages, hein, ça peut être utile aussi. Hein. Et regardons le seau. Et c'est un seau rempli d'asticots quoi, c'est miam.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
Ah bon?
Yes.
J'imagine. Tu dois avoir raison, hein, c'est toi le maître. Hein. Bon, bah du coup, discutons. Hein.
I may be
Regardez.
mistaken.
Je vais regarder.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Rien du tout. Ouais. C'est bon, hein, j'ai assez marché. On va discuter. Je monte pas l'épée moi.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you,
Puis-je partir maintenant? Pourquoi les White
why
Hills
do the
détestent
White
ici?
Hills hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Ouais.
The White Hills want Forester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Qui est
Who's
le
the
nouveau
new
Lord?
Lord of House Forester?
C'est
Why,
Ethan.
Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his
C'est
hands.
dur. Hein.
Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Tout à fait. Qu'est-ce que je
What
vais
will
devenir?
happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Du sang,
Lord
il est là.
Forrester promoted me.
Écoute, on verra bien. Hein.
The twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Puis je
Can I
vois
see
Ethan.
Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his
Oh
lute.
monsieur joue du luth, hein. Son père vient de crever, monsieur joue du luth. Ok.
Can I
Ah.
go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Bonjour.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Ouais, ton père est mort.
Your family...
Ah, et la mienne aussi, du coup. Enfin, mon père aussi, du coup. Du coup, on est deux orphelins. Tu veux faire des enfants avec moi, du coup?
Sorry.
On a un point commun.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm
C'est
sure
vrai.
Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was
C'est
a
un héros.
hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no?
Pas
sure
d'excuses
it
pour le
was
sexe,
chaos
que des bonnes raisons.
But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Il a combattu courageux.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
C'est vrai.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
J'ai rien à dire. Silence.
Perhaps the opportunity never presented itself.
You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a
Le
response.
sexe, c'est la vie.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now
Ouh,
is the time
des
to
problèmes.
prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
C'est qui
I
mon oncle
share
du coup?
your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow's coming here.
Il va venir ici.
He'll arrive within the week.
Ah ouais, quand
Those
même.
men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
They
Il
deserve
mérite
to
qu'il meure.
die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to
pas
be
faux.
done?
Salut Lionel, bienvenue dans le live.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the
Ouais.
excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
Où irais-je?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house
Je ne
is
suis
so
pas un
vulnerable.
criminel.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
That settles it then.
On
You
va
can
aller au
have my
mur.
horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Oh. Son destin est scellé. Alors.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
J'étais même jour dans la bataille.
At the twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said,
Le bosque du Nord doit jamais être
never be
perdu.
lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else.
Ah, bah merci d'être passé Lionel, c'est
This
pas
is
grave.
important, Garrett. I need
Ah,
to
bon
know
courage
the
pour ton
truth.
bac.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
What?
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Oh, c'est mignon. Ah.
Garrett, wait!
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Minas Tirith. Qui a pas compris.
Be safe.
Merci. Des tentacules pour les japonais. Ok d'accord les gars. Et c'est ainsi que cet homme rejoignit le mur et ne revint jamais.
Ethan? Ethan!
Et ouais, il a 12 ans les gars. Et du coup je joue à cache-cache.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Vous m'avez trouvé, vous êtes
You
trop fort.
found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here.
On peut acclamer des
And
prestations dignes de Molière.
And Roger.
Citation.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing
Can't
and...
she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He
Il
won't
lui
get
arrivera
hurt.
rien.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Ok.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Pas tort.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Il va avoir ses raisons.
Won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Eh oui, hein, des responsabilités qui vont pas plaire à tout le monde.
Since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Ça marche pas comme ça.
Only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
It's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You
Ouais,
are
mais
the
sinon tu
lord.
deviens comme une certaine personne que tout le monde a envie de baffer. Donc non.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Je crois qu'il a fini le jeu du lutte.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay. With his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
Ah.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
C'est moi le patron ici, ok? Sur Lannister, c'est un nain, les lois des hommes s'agissent pas.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I
Je peux
can
m'en
handle
occuper.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ben, nous y sommes. L'affrontement contre les Whitehill.
Lord Ethan, is it? My
Ouais.
condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
Il est mort, héros.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord?
Je suis lord aussi.
You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Mais c'est un insulte.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No
Vous avez tué sa famille.
You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type.
Oh.
Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Quel connard ce mec.
Lady Forrester.
Il est bien chiant.
Bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Merci d'être
Thank you
venu.
for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Elle a du
That
tempérament.
lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Si seulement il l'avait tué. Je serais pas au courant.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. My sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. and Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Ça va être compliqué, hein. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans ces petites boîtes?
Ethan made this for me.
C'est mignon.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
D'accord.
What a strange place, Essos.
C'est un autre pays, quoi.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Ça sert à quoi ce truc?
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
D'accord. C'est une lettre. C'est une lettre inachevée.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ok.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Par Lomas grand pas. Encore Roderick. Enfin, elle a des cadeaux de toute sa famille.
I hope to see them all someday.
Roderick, je pense pas que tu puisses le voir en fait. Il s'est fait un peu tuer. Ça, je dis rien. Excusez-moi, hein, je mange un peu. Un petit creux là. Regardez par la fenêtre, tiens.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Il fait un peu couleur rougeâtre, tu sais. Ah, ce gros plan. Et la lettre de maman.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oui.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Vas-y, rentre.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Je suis
I'm
inquiète.
just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Carrément. Ouais, c'est un peu sa belle-mère, quoi.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Ah oui, quand même.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
Des problèmes, quoi.
But I thought you ought to know.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Ça pourrait être utile.
Good night, my lady.
Ça pourrait être utile d'avoir des SDF avec nous. Putain, elle vient vraiment pilotant.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Bah, dis-moi.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Je vais lui parler quand on sera seul à seul.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei.
Qu'est-ce que je dois lui dire du coup pour lui plaire?
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ouais. Bah, on va
See if the
tenter.
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
On va essayer de lui lécher le cul comme jamais jusqu'à avoir la langue brune, mais bon, je suis pas très doué. De toute manière, elle est très importante puisqu'elle a une place assez bien placée.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Game of Thrones, quoi.
Good luck.
Merci. Je préfère y aller le ventre plein, tu vois. Je serais plus sûr de ce que je dis. Sinon, ça va être galère. Je me cherche des excuses pour bouffer. Hein. Ah, Tyrion et Cersei.
You can do this.
Ça du trône.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Elle va s'agenouiller, hein. C'est la reine. Là, tu
Girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Évidemment.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
Loyauté est innommable envers le seul et véritable roi.
She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
C'est pas Robb Stark.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Right.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Il a pas tort.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Eh bah, elle est aussi vicieuse que dans la série. Hein. Putain, c'était tendu.
I'll walk you out.
C'est gentil, Tyrion.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Le jeu, quoi.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the master of coin who decides such matters.
Donc toi.
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
On va montrer nos plans, quoi.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
On va prendre le risque.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Whew.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Eh ben c'est cool. Je sais pas ce qu'il veut vraiment, mais au moins on est d'accord qu'il va nous aider. Espérons-le. C'est risqué.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Ça s'est bien passé.
A little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Ouais.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle est dégueulasse.
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Ça doit pas être super.
If it meant you'd become queen. He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his
Pas
mother.
Geoffrey.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
Sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Ouais.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave. but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Ouais.
Of course, my lady. I look forward to the day you are queen.
Chaque chose en son temps. On a Tyrion dans la poche, enfin dans la manche, on va dire. On utilisera son aide un peu plus tard. Sacrée orgie. Bon bah du coup on va à pied.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Génial.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further?
Yam, il écorche un mec. C'est génial.
Foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
Il a réagi vite quand même.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
On ne bouge pas.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Cette petite brindille a failli me faire tuer. Les bannières de l'écorcher.
Bloody hell.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est terrible.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And
Comment on m'appelle longtemps?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
C'était qui l'ancien?
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Un voleur.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Pourquoi je de la
Why
sorte?
did you do it? Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Go.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers.
Alors, qu'est-ce que je vais faire?
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
C'est pas vraiment innocent.
My lord, my family depends on me.
Lui couper 3 doigts, l'envoyer au mur, se montrer clément. L'envoyer au mur, ça pourrait plaire à Sir Royland, enfin à lui. Couper 3 doigts, ça pourrait plaire à quelqu'un d'autre. Ouais, et puis
Our
merde.
house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
Il n'en reste pas moins un
He still
forestier.
serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Très bien. C'est mieux que rien.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Ça m'a pas dérangé.
On any lord.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ouais, tu m'as lâché, du coup tout le monde s'est parti à cause de toi.
No matter the circumstance, possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Eh ben. Regarde avec les yeux qui pétillent là. Ils l'ont tous vu. Ah là 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 là. Bouclier des Ferrugers. Celui avec lequel on s'est défendu. On a tué des gens avec ce bouclier, putain. On se fabrique une épée en bois.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means.
C'est pas notre ennemi.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood.
T'as pas tort,
I'll find
mais
the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Il est violent le petit frère, hein.
Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting here forever.
On passe le pas, on va essayer de lui parler.
Come on, what did I say? Swords up, slash right, parry, again. Sword up, swing left, parry. Wrong. I didn't know dogs and old swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
En plus c'est ton petit frère, donc t'as le droit de le taper. Ouais, si je veux. Mais bon.
Many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Ouais, tu nos
What's the
défenses.
state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Je peux pas encore lui parler.
Yes, my lord.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise Ethan. But he has no business being sensible. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
C'est dur de choisir. Parce qu'il a pas tort, quoi. Hey, Malcolm! Yes, no, maybe.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Uncle, why are you packing?
Pourquoi tu fais tes bagages, ouais?
You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
Ah. Bah, merci d'être passé, monsieur PPV. À la prochaine. C'est dur de lâcher mon live pour une mise à jour d'un jeu qui est sûrement très nul.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you.
Ça se tient.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
C'est Smite? C'est pas Smite. Je joue beaucoup à Smite. C'est aussi un MOBA.
I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Elle est gentille. Demain peut-être que je vais te changer. Ah mais tu fais ce que tu veux. Hein. Moi je te forcerai pas.
Our provisions are rather low.
Hey, bonne soirée.
I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand the siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice. but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Cool. Sinon, je dois te parler.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the White House.
Sauf que c'est moi qui ai pris la décision de le bannir.
I only hope to give you an advantage.
You had your reasons, but nonetheless, you undermined my authority. I can't have that happen again.
It won't, my lord. You have my word.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Il est peut-être trop... Il est vicieux. Il est vicieux, je le sens. Il prépare un coup. Au moins l'autre tu peux pas savoir qu'il prépare un truc par derrière parce que... Ah, parce qu'il est imprévisible. Enfin je veux dire imprévisible, je veux dire... Il a un peu le sang chaud, à vrai dire. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-haut? Je sais pas comment on utilise les objets. Ok, c'était vachement utile. Bon, bah...
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay's snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Peut-être.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Le conseil restreint est convoqué pour l'ultime conseil. Le plus important d'entre tous. Bien.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one.
C'est bon, on a compris.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Royland. À ma maman. Je donne le brassard à ma mère. Royland.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your Sentinel. You should hear from him first.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough.
Nous nous battrons, nous marchanderons, nous aurons recours à la diplomatie.
My Sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
Là, il faut que... J'ai besoin des deux, là. Je veux pas qu'il y en ait un qui se barre ou qui refuse de m'aider pendant l'affrontement contre Ramsay. Alors, il faut que les deux soient d'accord, contents.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Merde.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Moi, il est resté.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on.
C'est compliqué.
Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it.
C'est trop
He
tard.
always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you?
I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Ouais.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Je cherche la charge, ce sera trop tard de toute façon. Non, tu restes là.
Sorry, Mother, but I can't have Malcolm bring Asher back. He will not go to Essos. That is the final word. Do you hear me?
I hear you, but this is a mistake.
Oui, c'est une
I wish
erreur.
you trusted me with this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Oh là là. C'est dur d'être Lord. On a trop de choix à faire. Surtout n'importe quoi. Je vous fais encore les gars.
Milady.
You?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen
Enfin,
Cersei.
c'était vague, hein.
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ah putain, ces bibules là.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
Oh, il est pas venu le bâtard.
Ah, fuck him if he's hungry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Sauf que Duncan s'est barré, putain. Il s'est barré.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
C'est cassé.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you,
Warden of
Nerd.
the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost? Is this someone's child? Why is he just standing there?
He is the lord of this house.
J'ai
Lord
oublié de
Ethan
répondre.
Forrester.
Attends, j'ai appuyé sur la touche.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one
Il n'est pas éclairé, notre savoir-faire.
Is that so?
En effet.
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Un point pour moi.
Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty.
Ah,
The
génial.
Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't?
Ouais. Pas mal de choses.
We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Le petit lord marque un point.
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
We'll bar the gates!
Too late for that.
Ah.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Il a de l'humour en plus.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! My lord!
No, no! Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Ethan. Oh, come on.
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop! Ryan!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Ryan!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
On va voir toujours autant Ramsay Snow.
So quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take
Stop,
him!
help me!
Ryan,
please!
No!
Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Rien de moins. Il reste qui pour commander? Personne. Ok.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged.
Ah, vivement la suite, les
Until
gars.
Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Bon, bah, il y a du suspense. Alors, moi, 65,8%, ils sont restés avec Bowen. Seulement 37% de juré fidélité à Marguerite. Eh ben, bande de lèche-cul qui veulent sucer le... sucer le Cersei, c'est pas bien, c'est pas mal. Vous, 48,6% avez libéré Eric. Ce qui n'est pas beaucoup. Vous et 30,9% avez choisi Royland comme sentinelle. Ouais. Donc pas beaucoup. Et vous, 51,1% avez reçu Ramsay dans le grand hall. Donc c'est un peu mitigé. Ok. Ok. Génial. Eh bah du coup on va continuer sur la suite, mais je vais donc relancer un live, les gars. Comme ça, bah, ceux qui regardent la rediff, ce sera beaucoup plus agréable pour eux d'avoir plusieurs épisodes à la suite. C'est pas un épisode qui a duré trop longtemps, hein, 2 heures, donc c'est pas mal. Il y en a 5 ou 6 si je dis pas de bêtises. Hop. Ouais, il y en a 6. Du coup, ça fait 2 heures, 2 fois 6, ça fait 12. Donc on en a pour 12 heures. Ok. Bon bah, moi je vais continuer la suite. Donc restez sur la chaîne. Ça va revenir. Je vais juste couper ce live et en relancer un autre pour ceux qui regarderont la rediff. Voilà. A tout de suite les gens.